This is QTV News and I am Mariatu Sidibe. Our top stories. IEC registers new political party called GAP. Captain Basiru Barrow was supposed to be chairman, alleged unidentified TRRC witness. LGBT not an issue in TRRC review, says Commissioner Gaysow. Those are our top stories and now the news in detail. The Independent Electoral Commission IEC on Thursday announced the registration of Gambia Action Party GAP as a bona fide political party in the Gambia at the election house in Kanifing. Omar P. Jallo was there and he now tells us more.
The endorsement and registration of the Gambia Action Party is in line with the Election Amendment Act 2015. The party has met all the requirements and is a bona fide political party registered with the commission, the IEC said.
I'm not joy yet. The mission that we're looking for has started today. That's why we named this party Gambia Action Party. We're ready to work, hard-working, unity and sincerity to put this country to imagine Gambia. The only thing that I'm urging the whole Gambians, we are the young baby party, number 10 political party that existed now. We will join hands with all the 9 political parties. We call it the shadow government. There's no hard feelings against each other. All we need to join hands and develop and help the president, because he's our president. If Mr. Barrow failed, the whole entire Gambia failed. If Mr. Barrow succeed, the whole Gambia succeed. Gambian Action Party is ready to work with anybody who are concerned, responsible, and individual citizen, ready to put the interests of the country first. But whoever don't put Gambian interests first, we will show you Gambia is number 1. We are here, Gambian Action Party, we are here to bring back Gambia to the Gambians. That will happen under 3 conditions: hard work, unity, and sincerity. And inshallah, with hard determination, Allah will help us to do that.
The particulars of the party are as follows. Party name, Gambia Action Party. Party leader, Mr. Musa Yali Bachili. Party acronym, GAP. Party color, silver. Party symbol, River Gambia. Party motto, mass development through mass action.
The concept behind forming this political party is only easy: to put Gambia to the imagined country. Because I'm now seeing the way we are looking at the situation, the cream of the society are left behind. Women are left behind. We are bringing the cream of the society with our youth and the women. We put them in the front page and help them, conduct them with proper management. In any institution, if there's no proper management, the country will never go. So we need a political management. We are lacking a political management. That's why we have all this problem in Gambia. With a proper political management, inshallah, with the help of Allah Azza wa Jal, this country will be this more than Singapore. I believe, and we can do it. With the led gap government, with any government who's ready to work with us, we'll put this country to the higher margin.
Finally, Mr. Bachili, is one thing getting the party registered, and is another thing maintaining it and winning the hearts of Gambians to support your party. What have you done before you forming this political party for the Gambian people, that will make them believe in you and follow and support your party?
I don't need to go back into history. History can tell time. Basically, what I believe in this world is that we will come out. That's why we use action. Action doesn't go with lip services. When we do what we have to do as a political party, the country will know. Now Gambians, their eyes are wide open. All they need is somebody who can come with proper agenda through statistics and management, and then they will follow you.
The Election Amendment Act 2015 has amended political parties in the country to get offices in all the 7 administrative regions of the country and furnish the IEC with the addresses of the regional offices, as well as submit their audited accounts to the Commission. The applications must be accompanied by a declaration signed by not less than 10,000 registered voters, at least 1,000 voters from each of the 7 administrative areas, in the forms provided by the Commission. The prescribed registration fee of $1 million should be paid at the time of submitting the application. The constitution of the party must be enclosed with the application. The principal objective of the party should be to participate in elections, and its internal organization should conform with democratic principles. The name, emblem, color, motto, or symbol of the party should have no ethnic, religious, or regional connotation. The aims and objectives of the party should be consistent with the constitution and other laws of the country. The party should have a national character and should not be formed on any sectoral, religious, ethnic, or regional basis. The amendment also makes it a requirement that the executive members of all political parties have to be resident in the Gambia. Omar P. Jallo, QTV News.
The 8th witness to testify at the ongoing Truth, Reconciliation and Reparations Commission today gave a detailed account of his role in the 1994 coup, as well as the alleged massacre of some members of the Gambia Armed Forces on November 11, 1994. QTV's Ansumana Esonyasi is following proceedings, and he now reports.
Testifying as the 8th and first unidentified witness to appear before commissioners of the Truth, Reconciliation and Reparations Commission, the witness gave a detailed account of his involvement and the role he played during the 1994 coup. His relationship with members of the junta dating back to when they met in Kudang during a military training, where they allegedly discussed possibilities of staging a coup. Answering questions on the famous confrontation at Denton Bridge with former head of the Tactical Support Group, ex-Captain Ibrahim Suare, the witness accused Suare of easily giving in after a short conversation with Jame.
On arrival at the Denton Bridge, he approached us. The first person he talked to was Yaya Jame, because they knew each other when Yaya was at the gendarmerie before transfer to the army.
Do you know what they talked about?
The first question he asked was, "What is going on?" Automatically, the reply was straight and forward, that we are moving towards Banjul to take over from the former government. That is it. It is a coup.
Who told him that?
It was Yaya Jammeh.
Do you know how Armiao Suare or Amadou Suare responded?
The response was as easy as that. He called his men who were laying down in the bush. This is sort of an ambush, to come on board. When they arrived at the group, Sana Sabali told them to turn their berets the opposite way, from gray, and when you turn it, it becomes black. Automatically, they join us, just like that.
Further testifying, the witness alleged that there was no junta leader at the time of the coup. He said they had agreed that whoever was chosen to lead the council would serve for 3 months only.
It was an agreed MOU that was not written. It was just a verbal gentleman agreement that if we succeed in this endeavor, we are going to be there 3 months. After that, we hand it over to the civilians.
Did that happen?
Obviously, it never happened.
On the alleged massacre of members of the Gambia Armed Forces on November 11, 1994, the witness alleged that almost 20 soldiers were summarily executed, including the late Captain Barrow, who was initially touted to lead the junta in the aftermath of the coup.
In Fajara Barracks, Edward Singate, Sana Sabali, Sadibu Haidara, Yankuba Ture were there on the execution side. They were asked to line up. So they line up and they were gone one by one. During that shooting, Babakar Jata, the former army commander, was there. Modu Baji, the president's advisor to the president, was there. They were present during the gunning of these people. They were gone one by one, one by one. The few people who were managed to escape with wounds, and then they fled into the neighbor side of Casamas. And in Union Barracks, I was told Basiru Barrow and others were executed there. And then some people were executed at our army firing range at Brikama. Later I learned that most of them were buried at Yundum Barracks, near the senior officers' mess, adjacent to the senior officers' mess. Others were buried behind the present army hospital. I learned that some were even buried inside the Nyambai forest.
And Sumana is Onyasi for QTV News.
The Director General of the State Intelligence Service, SIS, has informed journalists that the security alert in the country is highly commendable. Usman Sow made this disclosure while responding to questions from the media on the recent seizure of weaponry at the ports allegedly belonging to Gach Company Limited. According to Director General Sow, if the weapons had escaped the ports, it would have proved the weakness of the security. He was, however, quick to point out challenges coming from the social media, accusing them of spreading fake news to confuse the public. Here is an excerpt.
I think what happened shows the security posture in this country. If these had made their way into the country or beyond the ports, then it could have shown a big weakness. But the fact that this was spotted on as it enters this country, and again we are in due processes, we had to go and do the investigation, trace back, how did this happen? What was the licensing and what type of weapons were issued for those licenses? So that is the process that is ongoing at the moment. But what I'm saying is the posture is good. The fact that these things were detected before entering this country shows the alertness and vigilance of the security institutions in this country. I said the social media is a challenge. If a challenge is not properly managed, it can lead to a threat, a risk to a threat. But at the moment it is. Because by the time we know, it's believed in some quarters. It affects policy. The analysis that go into the social media comments, by the time the true analysis are known, the facts are known, people have believed it. Unfortunately, this has reception and audience among people who don't have the required analytical capacity, but they have the listening ear. So that's a challenge.
The Gambia Police Force on Wednesday decorated 51 newly promoted senior officers to various ranks, ranging from Assistant Superintendent of Police to Assistant Inspector General of Police at the Joint Officers' Mess in Kotu. The promotion, according to the Inspector General of Police, is to motivate the officers in their duties. Omar P. Jallo was there and he filed in this report.
Addressing the gathering, the Inspector General of Police, Alhaji Mahmoud Job, said promotion in the Gambia Police Force is based on merits and commitment to duties. He therefore challenged the promoted officers to be more committed to their duties, saying to whom much is given, much is expected.
There is already a project, a grant that will construct the police training school, as it used to be called, into a training academy. And the project will get started hopefully by February, and that, when completed, will house 350 students at a go. And this time around, the training school will not be as it used to be in the past. We are hoping that when this project is completed, it will be among the international standard training academies with all the facilities.
IGP Job further assured officers better working conditions in 2019, describing it as a turning point for the Gambia Police Force. He, however, cautioned the police officers to be mindful of the social media and not to use the law to break the law.
I emphasize that no service can do it alone. Together, we can make a very big difference. And I am sure that 2019 shall be a turning point in the history of the Gambia Police Force. The process had just begun, and let me just tell you, particularly the police officers who are here decorated. Now, 2019, from what I can promise in my capacity as the Inspector General of Police, is that what had been lost 50 years ago, we will get it in 2019.
Representing the Minister of Interior at the ceremony, the Deputy Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Interior, Usman Sise, reassured his ministry's continuous support to the Gambia Police Force in their efforts to build a crime-free Gambia.
I strongly believe that this promotion is merited due to your dedication and professionalism. You are given more responsibility, as promotion is not only carrying the rank, but premise on the trust that you can add value to the service delivery of the force. In this regard, I enjoin you to be further committed to the delivery of service to the nation. As the old adage goes, to whom much is given, much is expected. I therefore sought your total loyalty to the government of the Gambia, and I hope that this promotion will solely improve the performance of the Gambia Police Force in terms of professionalism and output.
Superintendent Abdul Bojang represented the Assistant Inspector General of Police Administration, and he has this to say.
I am pleased to state that the officers to be decorated today are some of the finest police officers in the Gambia Police Force. Amongst them are seasoned investigators, commanders, administrators, crime busters, to name but a few. On behalf of the Inspector General of Police and the senior management, I wish to thank you all for honoring our invitation in spite of your busy schedules. I will conclude by congratulating the decorated officers and their loved ones for this great achievement. To the promoted officers, I say kudos and keep up the good work. I will further enjoin them, that is the decorated officers, to inspire their subordinates to aspire for excellence in the service of the good people of the Gambia.
Deputy Superintendent Gas Sabali delivered the closing remarks on behalf of the decorated officers.
I would like to draw our attention or refresh our minds that each and every one of us joined the Gambia Police Force on different dates, and we all participated immensely. That gave us this day we are witnessing today. So for that being the case, we should continue doing that hard work. To also remember that this job we are doing is noble. Furthermore, as we all know, the Gambia Police Force has a lot of officers. We are the chosen ones. For that being the case, we need to redouble our efforts that made us to achieve what we have today. As the saying goes, to whom much is given, much is expected. Finally, we are saying a big thank you to the Inspector General of Police, his able senior management for this wonderful motivation that they have presented to us.
Omar P. Jallo, reporting for QTV News.
Homosexuality is illegal in the Gambia. People found guilty could face life imprisonment. It is described in our society as anti-God, anti-human, and anti-civilization. However, gay rights activists criticized ex-president Yahya Jammeh for his uncompromising stance against lesbianism, gay, bisexual, and transgender rights. QTV's Aliou Cisse spoke to TRRC Commissioner Gay Sow on the views of Gambians on LGBT in the ongoing constitutional review process.
We were here in Kotu as part of the ongoing nationwide consultation tour by CRC officials. one thing that is currently illegal in the criminal court laws of the Gambia is the issue of lesbianism, gay, bisexual, and transgender. We are going to speak to one of the commissioners, Gay So, to find out what Gambians have been saying as far as this issue of LGBT is concerned. In the current criminal court laws of the Gambia, if one is found guilty of such, he or she could face a life imprisonment.
Yes, if Gambians believe that same-sex activity should no longer be criminal, I mean, it is for our National Assembly to make sure we amend that part of our criminal code that provides for it. But like I said, it is a criminal law matter, not a constitutional matter, which was why we didn't see the need to have it raised. Maybe if we're talking about discrimination, as in if you go to some countries like South Africa, discrimination based on sexual orientation is outlawed. But it is not for the Constitutional Review Commission to dictate what should be in the Constitution. So in all our meetings, we haven't heard that particular issue raised. So at the end of the day, I wouldn't say it is not an issue in the sense, of course, we have people who are actually homosexual in the country. But like I said, when it comes to the criminalization, that is something the National Assembly should deal with, as found in the code, not definitely. I mean, it's not anywhere in the Constitution, I must say, yes.
So it is not actually raised at any point during the tour by anybody?
We have been on our consultation since the 5th of November, and we have, I think, about 2-3 days to go. And I can say in all our meetings, I must have seen it raised once or twice, but it wasn't about same-sex activity, but about whether men and men should get married. But we would always tell them issues of marriage are regulated by statute, ordinary laws, not the Constitution. So we always would give guidance. Probably if you guys believe it is an issue, maybe we'll have it noted in our report, because in addition to the draft Constitution we're going to submit, we also would be submitting a report. But as far as, if my recollection serves me right, I'm aware of it being raised only in about 1 or 2 areas. But with respect to whether men and men can get married or women and women could get married. But like I said, these are not constitutional matters. The Constitution cannot regulate marriages. It also does not regulate criminality. So we felt there really wasn't the need for, delve into matters that are not constitutional at all.
Before we end this bulletin, we recap our main stories. The Independent Electoral Commission IEC on Thursday announced the registration of Gambia Action Party GAP as a bona fide political party in the Gambia at the Election House in Kanifing. The 8th witness to testify at the ongoing Truth, Reconciliation and Reparations Commission today gave a detailed account of his role in the 1994 coup, as well as the alleged massacre of some members of the Gambia Armed Forces on November 11, 1994. The Director General of the State Intelligence Service, SIS, has informed journalists that the security alert in the country is highly commendable. Usman Sow made this disclosure while responding to questions from the media on the ongoing recent seizure of weaponry at the ports allegedly belonging to Gach Company Limited. According to Director General Sow, if the weapons had escaped the ports, it would have proved the weakness of the security. He was, however, quick to point out challenges coming from the social media, accusing them of spreading fake news to confuse the public. That's all we have for you in this edition of the news. Join us tomorrow for more news. Thank you for watching.